Hey y'all, it's Attorney Gerald Griggs, President of the Georgia State Conference, and here for your monthly update for the month of September going into October. And we're going to deviate a little bit from the update. We've had several serious, impactful events happen in the state of Georgia, including Hurricane Helene, which cut through parts of Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina, which necessitated us at the Georgia State Conference to change our state convention slightly. We are postponing the in-person version of the state convention because of the devastation that's happened all across the state of Georgia, but we are switching to a virtual option. So we will give more details to that, but I did want to update everyone to let them know that the in-person state convention, which was set for October the 10th through the 12th, has been postponed, and there will be a virtual option with more details to come. But in the month of September, we did a lot of preparing for the actual voter mobilization that will come this month. So you know the end of voter registration is October the 7th, and we will shift from voter registration to voter mobilization, which begins October the 15th with early vote. So we want to make sure that you're ready to mobilize for the early vote. In the month of September, we filed several actions against the state of Georgia for attempts to suppress the vote, including an intervention into the DeKalb County attempted purge case. We have filed a lawsuit with regard to SB 189, which is the attempt to remove voters from the voting rolls because of residency requirements, where our unhoused brothers and sisters and our college students are being challenged. And then, of course, the provision in that law which allows for unlimited voter challenges of any type. So we filed that lawsuit through our partners with the Lawyers Committee on Civil Rights, the ACLU of Georgia, and several other civil rights groups. And so we're excited about that lawsuit and hope we will be able to get a decision before the November the 5th election. We also have had many civic engagement events around the state of Georgia, making sure we are ready to mobilize for November. So we have a lot coming up. We have a lot of things to do. We have a lot of engagement to happen. We will continue to update and engage our people in the movement. We also were there when we saw the striking down of the 6 weeks abortion ban. We were with many of our allied groups who are fighting for reproductive rights. And so we will continue to mobilize to make sure that all of our constitutional rights and those constitutional rights of our allies are protected. But we are going into the month of October, which is going to be a fast-paced month with a lot of events. So if you're not engaged with the local unit or you're not engaged with the Georgia State Conference, you need to get engaged. I want to make sure that every single person in Georgia, one, has disaster relief, which we will be kicking off very soon, but two, is ready, willing, and able to mobilize for the November election. So again, this is Attorney Gerald Griggs. This has been my September report from the Office of the President. I want to make sure that you're engaged and we continue to mobilize. I'm Attorney Gerald Griggs. See you at the polls.